My name is Jeremy Gardner, and I fly helicopters here at the Southern Utah University. I was born in Buin, Alabama, up until the age of 19, where I joined the military, and I loaded bombs on the F-16 and the F-22. I decided I love the aviation world, but I wanted to do something different. Thankfully, I had the Montgomery GI Bill, and I used that to fund my training. So probably flying is the best part about being up here. Here in Southern Utah, you have a lot of beautiful scenery, the mountains, rivers and creeks and valleys. It's good training as well. We get to fly around in the mountains and at high altitudes. You do have downtime, but most of the time is spent studying and learning your craft. Well, once I get done with all my ratings here, I'll probably teach here if they have an opportunity, if they give me an opportunity to do that. When I first came in, I thought I wanted to do search and rescue, and then I found out just the level of difficulty and the danger involved with that. So I switched my idea to probably fire suppression. I really would like to put out fires wherever they are. I love the opportunity of being able to work for a couple weeks at a time and then have a couple weeks off, and then pretty much live wherever I want, and then fly back and forth to work every 2 weeks. So the main difference with flying the R22 and flying the R44 here is the power available, and the biggest one is it's hydraulically operated, and it gives you, it's more forgiving in emergency situations. And also it's just a bigger aircraft. It handles better, it performs better. I'm not a big person, but anybody who's over 6 feet tall gets in an R22. It's super small, and it's just a difficult training environment to learn in. Up here we need the R44s because of the altitude and the high DAs once we get up here, or once we get here in the summertime. So the main difference is it's just a bigger aircraft, and most of the industry's touring jobs that we're going to want to get hired onto once we're done, they involve R44s. Flying 44s here gives us the ability to be more marketable once we do get all of our ratings. So one of the good parts about being here at the university is you get unlimited ground sessions with your instructor. You'll go to the SUU ground course twice a week with a private or with an instructor at the university. But if there's something that you need to work on more in depth, you get unlimited grounds with your instructor. Usually in a group setting, there'll be 3 or 4 of you that you'll gather up, and you'll go sit in front of a whiteboard and you'll practice every maneuver. You'll talk through the procedure. You'll just work through any problem that you have, any difficulty area you have, anything you're struggling with. Having those instructors available to do that, as well as the simulator. The simulator is a very useful tool that allows you to work on some of the more difficult tasks, like an auto rotation or flying instrument conditions. The instrument simulator is probably one of the things that got me through instrument. The other good thing about this university is you can sit in the back seat of any of the aircraft that have back seats. The Raven 2s give us that ability. So right before a check ride or a stage check, you can get with your instructor and you can go sit in the back seat and just have your iPad and just walk through the procedure as if you were flying, but with the workload drastically reduced because you're in the back seat. Anybody can do that, so that's one of the advantages here. One of the difficulties of this program is the studying. They told us once we got here that every hour that we fly, we would need to study at least 3 hours on the ground. So getting here and being able to balance your work, your home life, school, taking care of yourself, eating, staying healthy. The work-life balance can be difficult, but you have to just find your mojo, and you have to work through it, because this program does require that you study a lot. And like I said before, those group settings are most beneficial because you can collaborate and work through anything that you have problems with. My journey here was probably, like others, pretty difficult. So the decision to come here was an easy one. It just required a lot of preparation, from moving to Las Vegas up to Cedar. I'm super grateful that I have this program. I'm super grateful that the upper management works diligently to keep this program alive. The VA programs nationwide have been shutting down because the upper management is willing to do what it takes to keep the VA program going. So I'm super grateful that I have the luxury of coming here and using my hard-earned benefits to actually transition into a beautiful, rewarding helicopter career.